Hey, sports fans, good morning here on a Saturday, 9:10 in the morning here. You're tuned into the Missouri Sports Network, where everyone has a home field advantage. Certainly glad that you're a part of the show. Today's show brought to you by, as all of them, Central Bank of the Ozarks, strong roots and endless possibilities. Also presented by Labor's Local 663, reminds us to drive safely in all work zones. Got a new feature here that we're testing out today. If you want to respond via Facebook and a message or on Twitter, it should pop up right here on my screen. I sent out a good morning there as well. But we'll get right to the shelter insurance scoreboard, and we'll start off here with the girls' scoreboard. It's Hancock over Maplewood, 52-34. Bayless defeats Crossroads 39-22. Valley Park over Brentwood 36-35. Orchard Park 68-14 over Roosevelt. Again, these are girls' scores from a night ago. John Burroughs defeats Westminster Christian 45 to 34. And St. Pius, the 10th, over Crystal City, 63-29. Parkway Central, 50. Villa Duchesne, 43. It was Lafayette over Ladue, 41-34. U City defeats Normandy, 56-14. Melville over Northwest Cedar Hill, 58-43. Webster Groves over Cor Jesus, 61-48. Incarnate Word, 75-25 over St. Joseph's. Had Coach Rothfuss on yesterday. Go back and check out our interview there. And we do have a test from Missouri Sports Network coming in. So the chat room is working. Continuing with the girls' scores, brought to you by Shelter Insurance agent Sean Holman in Lockwood. You can go right to the scoreboard at scoreboardguy.net and click on the link and get right to his page. It was Chadwick over New Covenant, 64-21. Fairplay defeats Humansville, 36-31. Miller over Diamond, 53-22. Was Morrisville, 52. Greenfield, 45. Halfway over Everton, 71-33. College Heights Christian, 53. Wheaton, 36. Hermitage over Bernal, 58-22. Was Chilhowie, 44. Sheldon, 31. Liberty North, over Liberty, 38-31. Marion County defeats Mark Twain 55-31. Macaulay Catholic 66-24 over Exeter. Kirksville over Mexico 55-28. North Shelby 46. Marceline 30. Atlanta over Novinger 56-33. Raytown defeats Blue Springs South 60-59. South Iron over Arcadia Valley 67-21. Palmyra 61. Macon 34. Cairo over La Plata, 56-42. Chev Dealers of the Ozarks brings us our women's tournament scoreboard. Chev Dealers of the Ozarks, 12 dealerships in Southwest Missouri. Drive new roads. Drive a Chevy. In the Lebanon tournament, was Lebanon over Milan, 98-44. Third highest point total for Lebanon women's basketball in their history. Belton defeats St. Charles, 45-38. Troy Buchanan, 63. Richland, 42. In the Washington tournament, Pacific over Waynesville, 40-38. Holt defeats Lutheran South, 47-38. Warrenton over Ursuline, 41-26. Parkway West defeats Washington, 49-29. In the Mansfield tournament, it's Forsyth over Conway, 71-51. Harrisburg tournament, Father Tolton defeats Fulton, 52-38. In the Clinton tournament, in the championship game, Clinton defeats Nevada, 55-48. Labor's Local 663, Silo Ridge Golf and Country bring you the boys scoreboard from a night ago. 69 scores on the scoreboard here on the boys side. It was McDonald County over Lamar, 70-64. East Carter defeats Twin Rivers, 78-46. Chadwick over Mansfield, 50-38. Mexico defeats Kirksville, 77-57. Springfield Catholic over Webb City, 51-46. Putnam County over Green City, 78-70. And in overtime, Valley Catholic defeats Kingston, 64-61. Clever, 9 better than Buffalo, 60-51. Knox County over Schuyler County, 48-39. Plato defeats Dora 56-55. Ash Grove over Pierce City 61-29. Morrisville defeats Greenfield 78-29. Humansville over Fairplay 70-39. Skyline, defeats Monette 49-34. Blue Eye over Crane 60-47. College Heights over Wheaton 70-54. The Bank of Billings brings you the boys' scores. Bank of Billings established in 1889, the oldest bank in Christian County. It was Lockwood over Purdy 52-29. Marionville defeats Pleasant Hope 72-34. South Iron over Waynesville 76-62. Exeter defeats McCauley Catholic 66-55. Lebanon over Mount Vernon 54-49. Diamond over Miller 53-42. Again, these are boys' scores from last night. It was Stockton over Sarcoxy 68-42. Southwest defeats Spokane 92-89 in overtime. Sounds like a heck of a game at Spokane. Parkview over Battle 57-53. Kickapoo won better than Jefferson City 48-47. Ozark over Glendale 74-61. Halfway defeats Everton 72-29. College Heights over Wheaton 70-54. And Carl Junction defeats Springfield Central 72-40. Again, these are boys' scores and brought to you by Shelter Insurance Agent Grant Baker in Aurora, 101 East Olive Street. Give him a call at 678-5404. G. Baker at shelterinsurance.com. Blue Springs over Blue Springs South 74-31. Caruthersville defeats Cairo, Illinois 79-46. St. Pius X out of Kansas City over Central Kansas City 75-61. Staley defeats Central St. Joseph 69-25. It was Chilhowie over Sheldon 63-48. Bayless defeats Crossroads 64-34. Columbia Hickman over Boonville 74-48. Westminster Christian over John Burroughs 57-39. Valley Catholic defeats Kingston 64-61 in overtime. North Kansas City over Lee Summit Lee Summit over North Kansas City 52-48. It was Lee Summit West over Lee Summit North 71-43. Kansas City Center over Lincoln College Prep 58-47. Mark Twain 72, Marion County 53. Was Webster Groves over McClure 73-41. North Shelby over Marceline 61-37. Atlanta defeats Novinger 62-48. Hardin Central over Oric 35-30. Park Hill defeats Ray-Pec 57-36. Oak Park over Park Hill South 47-45. Cape Central over Poplar Bluff 58-55. Licking defeats Salem 71-61. Shawnee Mission East 67. Rockhurst 51. It was Charleston over Sykeston 69-64. Vienna beats Cuba 68-50. William Chrisman over Truman 67-47. Fort Zumwalt North over Francis Howell North 50-36. Slough defeats Vianney 63-54. Lindbergh over Eureka 51-46. Chaminade defeats Lutheran South 72-46. Whitfield over Hazelwood East 75-50. Troy Buchanan 66. Timberland 37. St. Charles West over Fort Zumwalt East 66-36. St. Dominic defeats DeBerg 60-45. Hillsboro over Fox 80-43. Borgia over Union 79-65. DeSoto defeats Festus defeats DeSoto 73-33. Ladue over Holt 60-46. DeShane over O'Fallon Christian 77-42. And DeSmet 74. Parkway West 50. Great Southern Bank brings you our tournament scoreboard. Great Southern Bank with more than 100 locations in 6 states. Great Southern Bank, they care as much about your money as you do. In the Nixa tournament, Blair Oaks defeats New Madrid Central 52-50. Rogersville over Hillcrest 53-33. In the winners bracket, it was Cape Central over Belton 50-42. Nixa handles Marquette 60-27. In the Bolivar tournament, in the consolation bracket, in overtime, Benton defeats Branson 93-91. West Plains over Camdenton 69-63. In the winners bracket, Bolivar in the great game defeats Elias 64-62 on 2 free throws with 6 seconds left by Kyle Polk. Thayer 64-58 over Republic. In the Eldon tournament, it's Richland over Eldon 71-62. In the Sparta tournament, Chadwick defeats Mansfield 50-38, and Sparta defeats New Covenant 62-40. In the Archie tournament, it was Warsaw over Drexel 50-33. In the Conway tournament, in the championship game, Stratford defeats Hollister 67-47. In the third place contest, it was Aurora over Niangua 70-40. And at the Herculaneum tournament, Gateway defeats Windsor Imperial 47-42, and St. Pius X 35-32 over Northwest Cedar Hill. Those are your scores from today, or from last night, brought to you by Doak Propane. Doak Propane, located right here in Bolivar, Missouri. Doak Propane for all surrounding counties. You need your propane? You may be barbecuing today. It's going to be the last day you're going to be able to do it in a while. But, hey, need your propane? Give the folks at Doak a phone call. As we look towards the tournaments today here at Bolivar, starting at 10 a.m., you'll have Camdenton and Branson. That's just around the corner as they tip off at 10. And then the consolation final will be West Plains taking on St. Joe Benton at 11:30 a.m. And then the third place game will be Elias versus Republic at 1 p.m. And your championship game at 2:30 will be Bolivar taking on a very good Thayer team. Down at the Nixa tournament, starting today at 11 a.m. will be Hillcrest playing Benton. At 12:30 will be Rogersville and Cape Girardeau Notre Dame at 12:30 in the consolation final. And the third place game will be New Madrid County taking on St. Louis Marquette, that at 2 o'clock. And at 3:30, your championship game will be Blair Oaks taking on Nixa. Elsewhere, big game today is Plattsburgh is the 3-seeded team will take on Mound City. I believe that tournament is in Plattsburgh, but I would have to check. But big game there. That game starts today at 2 p.m. Certainly glad you have tuned in. You got any questions, comments, as long as we are live here. You're watching the Missouri Sports Network at MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. Responding to a couple of messages here. So if you'd like a message, you can do it right there from your phone on Twitter, whether you're watching this on Facebook. Just send us a message. Well, I'll tell you what, we're 13 minutes into this. I hope everyone has a great day. And as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe, be smart, and be here tomorrow. Keep it right here at MissouriSportsNetwork.com.